What do I love about dance? Well, I remember having my first ecstatic experience at the age of 4.5.
Wow.
When I was at infant school, and it was a Friday, and this music and movement program started on the radio. And so the nursery teacher, she put the music on, and all we had to do was just kind of skip around in a circle. And I remember going, oh my God, this is the meaning of life. You know, at 4.5, I had that real sort of, it was like an adult consciousness of, this is what life's about. And now, you know, like, I've just been down at WOMAD, and I've been the performer, the dance performer for the marimba band. And so I dance right in front of the marimba players. Because marimba, they play polyrhythms that are really difficult for the audience to kind of pick up and dance. So if I dance in front of the audience, they can copy my rhythm. Because I get out and, you know, I find an easy rhythm to hop onto, so everybody can copy me and I clap. But like this extraordinary thing happens between me and the marimba players or the drummers, where I'm not dancing to their music. We are together in the music somehow, you know. So it's like
Kind of like if you're happy in what you're doing, you just kind of start to sync with people, don't you?
That's right. That's right.
It's
And
that
you go
simple, isn't it, really?
into that sort of magical space where it's like you've all gone into the big mind together, and you're all hanging out there together, and you don't know who's initiating and who's following, but that sense of sort of union with all these other people. And then at the end of one performance, this 14-year-old sort of geeky boy with big specs, he came up to me and he was like, he was sort of, you know, he was nervous and shy, and he said, I love how you dance. He said, I love that you don't care what anybody thinks.
So it's quite a therapeutic kind of thing for a lot of people, eh? The dance.
It is. It's like, it's a real sort of primal memory of like their natural happiness. It's like an exit point for the natural happiness to sort of well up, I think, from within.
It is a dimension that's really part of being fully human, isn't it, really?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Everybody should sort of taste it and just experience just letting go and being unself-conscious, no matter how good or terrible they think they are, eh, really?
That's right. And the thing is, you know, like over the centuries, dance has become this performance that people spectate rather than realising that actually dance is something that we're always doing all the time anyway. And so, you know, I'm like a dance political activist. You know, I want to say, why don't we, you know, like when we're walking in the supermarket, why aren't we just kind of, you know, dancing along and being and having this relationship with the different shapes or colours that we see, you know, because like spontaneously on some level, you know, if you go past a red packet, you do, you know, that the red colour affects you, or you go past a long thin thing, that kind of dances a long thin dance inside you, or whatever, you know, like, or you're walking on the beach, and I get so embarrassed because I dance along the beach and I'm always sort of doing things, and then somebody else comes along the beach and I go, ooh. And hide it because I feel an idiot, and I want to be brave enough, you know, to not feel an idiot like that, but to kind of, you know, be an example of, hey, you know, this experience of being alive is a dance from beginning to end.
And in a way, we've got to take risks to find our more sensitive self, don't we? Kind of just got to step out of kind of the comfort zone, really, don't we? You know, to get into that more sensitive zone.
Yeah. But I know better than anybody how difficult that is, because I didn't dance at a party until I was 30, because I was so inhibited and so shy, and because I'd had so much classical ballet training of, you know, you do a grand battement, you do a jeté, and you have a name, you know, you've got a label for these movements, and you just stick to this sort of vocabulary of movement. So then to go along to a party and see all these people kind of going off, and I was like, What am I supposed to do? You know, so I've gone from being completely inhibited and having no idea of what my natural body experience was. You know, I always thought my body rather than sensed it or felt it. To now, because you teach best what you most need to learn.
Yeah,
you know, I've
exactly,
gone that
yeah.
journey myself of being so uptight and freaked about, you know, what are people thinking of me, to losing myself, you know, dissolving completely in the moment where, you know, this sense of false identity that we create doesn't actually exist anymore, and it's just a moment to moment to moment experience of being dance.
And well, you know, with the classes that you've created, you know, you've got the ideal environment for it because you don't need the alcohol there, and sometimes it's, you know, that's just sort of mid-light, so it's not high lighting,
Yeah,
so people
yeah.
can really kind of, you know, just let go without, you know, being sensitive to what other people see or think or whatever.
That's right.
So you've kind of created everything that people like you need.
Yeah, that's right. And also, of course, because I'm actually quite an introverted person, and so for me, connecting with lots of people in the dance is not my interest. You know, I'm much more, because I do connect with people in the outer world anyway. More my interest is my inner connection. You know, with my body and with the sound and with my breath and with the moment and then with the ground and then with the air and then with all the odd sounds that happen. And then it's like from that kind of dissolution of my ordinary self, I can meet the other people in their dissolution of their ordinary selves as well. You know, it's a bit like what I was saying about when you're dancing with the drummers and you unite in this sort of merged experience. Well, that also seems to happen for me in a dance class, you know, that underneath it all we unite in this exquisite sort of place of having no face.
Yeah. Yeah, we are kind of just creatures of movement, really, in essence, aren't we, really? We're not just these static talking heads that try and present to us on TV every day.
That's right, exactly. I mean, that's little kids. Little babies, actually, when they hear sounds, they move. You know, they're responding with movement. So we are vibration at
Great.
a profound level.
I'll look forward to the next dance class, Lizzie, and I'll see it further down the page.
Thank you, Tom.